Hi everyone, I'm Pastor Julie, and tonight we're so happy to have you. I just wanted to ask you a question before we wrap everything up tonight, and that is, how are you doing? It's the third week in January, so that means that anybody that looked at the beginning of the year and said, this is a new thing, I can't wait to get started, I'm wondering how that's going for you. This month at Hometown, we really focused on a fresh start. That was our series and our small groups and our Wednesday words. And so we learned a lot about incorporating more worship and prayer, some quiet time into your life, maybe serving and having an accountability partner to build more relationships. And we've been talking about it for a couple weeks now. And maybe you also had some other like resolutions that you had really tried to focus on. So I'm wondering how you're doing. Maybe you're killing it. Maybe you are losing weight and you are consistent and you are waking up at dawn and having a quiet time and it's been amazing. Maybe you tried everything you could, gave it a couple weeks, can't do it, you're done. Or maybe you're like me and it's more of an up and down sort of thing where one day I'll be killing it, eating right, waking up, having a quiet time, exercising, treating everybody with love and respect. And then the next day, I missed my alarm, I snoozed it too many times, forgot to put my Fitbit on, didn't exercise at all, and basically ate tons of junk food. That's kind of the way that I'm doing, where it's very up and down, and I'm trying really hard. But here's the thing, no matter how you're doing, tonight, I want you to focus on one thing, and I want you to hear even just this tonight, and that is you are doing great because you are a child of God. You are enough, you are loved, you are chosen, and you are accepted just for who you are, no matter what. The thing about a fresh start, especially with Jesus, is that you don't need a special day. You don't need January 1st. You don't even need a Monday. You don't need your birthday. You just need a new morning. Every day is a fresh start with Jesus. And every day he loves us the same. As a parent myself, I know that I can relate to this feeling where all day long my kids can drive me nuts. They make a lot of bad decisions as kids. They can be infuriating. But I don't know about you other parents, but when I wake up in the morning and I see them all with their bedhead and their groggy little faces, even my teenagers, especially my teenagers, all I want to do is hug them and not let go, because there's something completely not indescribable about the love that we feel for our children, and that's the same thing that God feels for us. Tonight, my favorite verse that we read is from Philippians 1, 3, and 4. Where it says that, let me get to it here. In all my prayers for all of you, Paul says, I will always pray with joy because of your partnership in the gospel from the first day until now, being confident of this, that he who began a good work in you will carry it on to completion until the day of Christ Jesus. We're all a work in progress. It doesn't matter if you hit that magic number on the scale or you got that magic number on your paycheck that you were looking for. There is no magic amount of worship songs or quiet times you have to have in order to be complete, to be done, to be great. God doesn't want any of that. He just wants us to know that he began a good work in us and he will complete it. All we have to do is our best. The other verses that we read tonight, this one I like in particular, Proverbs 4:20 says, my son, pay attention to what I say. Turn your ear to my words. Our job is to pay attention to him, to focus on God, to acknowledge him in our lives, to lean on him. And then we can cling to him. This is another one. Psalm 63:8 says, because you are my help, I sing in the shadow of your wings. I cling to you. Your right hand upholds me. All God asks of us is that we hold on to him. We focus on him. And when we do, it's amazing. Everything in our lives shifts perspective. Everything changes so that we don't feel what the world tells us to feel, which is fail. You're a failure. You didn't walk 6 times this week when you said you would. Fail. No way. God is loving us through that no matter what. My buddy Jeremiah, he is 5 years old, Jeff and Stacy's amazing son, and he is obsessed with things like dinosaurs and animals. And so they watch a lot of nature shows at their house, which means they tell us that they watch nature shows, and then my husband gets all excited and he watches nature shows at our house. And so what I've learned is that my favorite parts of the nature shows are where they show the mommies and the babies, of course. But if you really watch them, they're hilarious. The monkeys or the koalas or the sloths. A lot of animals have their kids just hanging off of them. They just cling to their moms all the time for dear life. And that's all they do, is just hold on. And the moms are awesome. They just go about their business. They eat, they jump from tree to tree, they sleep, and the kid is just clinging to their mom as they grow and learn everything. They're just absorbing everything. And then it's time for them to go. That's the picture that I have when I read that we should be clinging to God, that we can cling to him. He is going about his business. He is teaching us things. We're just absorbing it. We're just being loved and protected at all times. And so tonight I want to encourage all of you guys that a fresh start can happen every day. But no matter how you're feeling or what you're doing or how much work you're doing, take a minute and just remember that you are a child of God, that you are loved and chosen, that you are wanted and accepted, and that no matter what, you're enough. Just keep waking up in the morning and having a fresh start with Jesus, and he's going to complete the work in you. Thank you so much for watching.